What's going on, everyone? It's not actually the morning right now, it's late afternoon. Today was the first day of State Fair, the Wisconsin State Fair. My wife and I went to that this morning. Happy wife, happy life, keep that in mind. But today we got a stop by Easy E. I took apart his power buggy the other day. He had the hydraulic lift cylinder was leaking. So I took that cylinder out from him and took it to the hydraulic guys that do all of my repairs for my stuff. I went and picked that up this morning before we went to State Fair, and so today we're gonna go put the Eric's power buggy back together and go cut some grass. But I'm sure all you guys want to see Fred, right, Fred? Come here, buddy. Come here. Hi, Fred. So yeah, these hydraulic guys are on an area near me, Franksville, Wisconsin. I've had nothing but good luck with them. Mav Hydraulics, like I said, they've been nothing but good to me. They're really fair on their prices. But here's the cylinder that Eric's power buggy, which is actually leaking some hydraulic fluid. So let's get that out of my truck. I thought it was empty, but oh well. It is a work truck, right? So, but the cylinder, the seals got pushed out on it, so that's why the last video that I just did, I had rented Ryan's power buggy from Victory, because I was going to be going up and down the driveway and I didn't want to leave hydraulic stains all over the place. I almost forgot to mention, so that cylinder was leaking, obviously. What ended up being wrong with it was the cylinder was actually the actual chrome part, the piston, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a hydraulic guy. But that had a slight bend in it, and that's what pushed all the seals out. So Mav Hydraulics, they built a new cylinder, put all resealed, did a reseal kit and everything on it, and so yeah, we're gonna go put back. Look at him, camera shy. What were you doing? But yeah, they put all new hydraulic seals in it and everything, so we're gonna go put that thing back together and then head out and go cut some grass. So I'm sure some of you guys have been asking about the grass cutting. If I still take care of the grass cutting, yes I do. I just never thought that they'd be a great video to put out or anything like that, but I'll make a little video for you guys, for some of you guys that enjoy grass cutting. So I'm not going to show you every property that I do. I know some of them, they're not exactly fond of the idea of cameras, so we'll do some of the properties that they don't mind. So let's get to it. Can someone please explain to me how traffic is caused? There's no traffic lights, nothing. I just don't, for the life of me, I can never understand on how traffic can get so messed up. The only thing that I can understand why is if there's a bad accident or something like that, where the lanes have to get completely choked down from 3 lanes to, you know, even 2 lanes. I can understand if it gets choked down from 3 lanes to 1 lane. But when all lanes stay open and it gets congested, I for the life of me can never understand it. If you just merged onto the freeway and everyone got along, none of this would happen. But it is what it is. Eric's here. Concrete work really does a number to you. Concrete really beats you up, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, today, yeah.
All right, let's get this thing back together for Eric. This thing back together for him. So these guys, pretty cool. Every time you bring them a cylinder, they'll paint it and everything too, and make it look brand new. Then I needed some snap rings, so I'm assuming that's what's in this package here. Yep. Right on. All right, I need to get some tools. Oh, I got this thing upside down. I'm struggling, Eric. I don't know what I'm doing. It goes like this. My bad. Does it go like that? How did I pull this thing out of here? No, it goes the other way.
What happened?
I'm just trying to figure out which way it went. I'll figure it out.
You gonna take a picture?
Yeah, it goes like that. Because then when you pull... Alright. Eric, can you move the bucket? Can you move it kind of... Nope, the other way. You know what, I'm going to take it out of the top and do the bottom first. Be easier. Yeah, that was easier.
Yeah. What's your full name, Mike?
My full name?
Yeah.
Michael.
Michael, the mechanic guy. You know how Bill Guy the science guy has? You know how Bill Guy the science guy
Bill,
has?
yeah.
Bill Guy the science guy.
Yeah, or Bob the Builder.
Yeah.
That's a really nice setup you got.
I was like, you know what? Look how many 2x4s I could fit in the bendies.
Yeah, that's nice. Got the snap rings in. Those usually are a pain to do, but I got them. I'm gonna go grab some wrenches now, get the hydraulic lines put on. Sadly, I'm probably not gonna be able to see this thing start because Eric's working on the recoil right now, but I gotta get out here and go cut some grass here soon. I forgot what size that was, so we're just gonna grab a handful of wrenches and call it a day. All right, it's all tightened up. I think we'll actually stick around and get the air bled out of that before we leave and make sure everything's working the way it should. That way Eric has a working power buggy. Definitely a tool you don't want to let you down while you're in the middle of a job. And for all you guys that take your dad's tools, if you got oily, greasy paws and you get your tools all dirty, do your dad a favor and wipe all the tools off. Don't just throw them back in the toolbox. It's a pet peeve of mine when if you borrow something, you get it back and you reach your hand into a glove of grease. All right, Eric.
Hi, Mike.
You should be good to go. I'll stick around, make sure, because you got to bleed the air out of that cylinder, but that's all ready to go.
You gotta cut grass?
Yeah, I gotta cut grass, but I can stick around for a couple minutes, make sure this thing's working for you.
Okay.
He put a all new recoil assembly on and everything. I don't know if Eric realizes how lucky he was, but there were some broken bolts in there that we drilled out, put some easy outs in, and they actually came out. For any of you guys that have used easy outs, you know that those generally aren't easy outs. They generally make more work, but yeah, Eric got it. So we're gonna fire this thing up and get the air out of the cylinder, and Eric's got a good power buggy again.
I know, right? Look at that.
So,
Woo!
yeah.
Look at this.
You're just getting all sorts of shiny things lately.
Oh, yeah, I have to, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pull up like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Let's see if it doesn't break.
See if it fires up. Let me try the hydraulics. Yep. There you go, Eric. Ah! There you go, Eric.
Mike, we got a new power buggy. I mean, it's not
New to you.
New to me. Maybe not to Mike, but it does the work, man. I am really appreciated that you helped me, man.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you help me all the time, so.
I know.
And we don't ever pay each other for our help either.
Right.
Yeah.
No, right. We do pay each other, guys.
Well, everybody on YouTube thinks that we just help each other and don't pay each other.
Right. Everybody's time is not free.
I work for free. Right, Eric? All right, guys, I'm gonna head out of here, go hook up to the lawnmower trailer, and go cut some grass. Just getting back here, back home from helping Eric out. Let's get hooked up to the lawnmower trailer and go cut some grass. Sun's starting to go down. It's about 7 o'clock at night. Oh, got a little bit of time left in the day to head out there. Let's see if we can make quick time and get it hooked up to this trailer in one shot. Doubt it. You guys seeing it here first. Backed up to it in one shot. Not gonna argue that. That doesn't happen too often, you back up to the trailer in one shot. I've obviously had this trailer for a while now, and when you hook up and unhook from certain trailers, like, you know, my two trailers I use the most is my enclosed trailer and a dump trailer. When you back up to them, you start to learn, you know, you start to look for certain things in your mirrors when you're backing up, and it's about a 90% shot that you get that you can hook up to them, and pretty effortlessly. A little trick for you guys: if you guys got a cord that's hanging low, something that I do is I just put it right inside there by the lock. If the trailer falls off, it's still gonna pull that cord if it needs to. At our first stop of the night, I still need to make some shelves and stuff in this trailer so I don't have to pull everything out every time I get to a job. But this is one of those things. I wanted to ask you guys, so this is a Gravely Pro Stance 52 inch. This machine's getting up there in hours. In my opinion, it's just shy of 1,000 hours on it now. It's like 890 roughly, so about 120 hours shy of 1,000. I honestly don't know what a good time to start thinking about upgrading. Anyways, with that said, I really like this machine. It's been an awesome machine for me. Knock on wood, hasn't you know, been a big problem for me. The only thing that I can think of is this pulley right here. I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera angle here. The bolt inside broke and fell off, but you know, I was still able to use the pulley and just put a new bolt in there. When that happened, the belt got shredded. Anyways, what I'm getting at is looking to upgrade this thing. I'm not sure what to go with. I've been kind of leaning towards one of those Toro multi-forces. Reason for that is I just think they'd be a really handy thing to have for, you know, doing mulch or, you know, plowing light snow. I'm not sure though. The whole plowing snow with one of those, I'm not sure how well they would work. I'm not sure how a two-wheel drive machine would do plowing snow, especially if it gets deep, or, you know, like the city sidewalk where the plow would go and blast the sidewalks. I do know you can get a snowblower attachment for them. That again, does the machine have enough power to handle the wet, heavy snow like that? The four-wheeler that I use, that's a pretty good four-wheeler. You know, it does, in my opinion, a really good job for being a four-wheeler with a light-duty plow. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of those Toro multi-forces. Definitely something that I'm thinking about getting. So for any of you guys that have these still blowers, I don't even know what this thing is anymore. The number's rubbed off. I believe it's like the BR800, something like that. It's been a good blower. The only complaint, like absolute complaint that I have with this thing is I know you can start it from your back, but the recoil is so goofy on it. It's like you got to keep pulling it to get like tight, and then you can try it. Can you put a normal recoil on these things where you just start it from your back and that's just That's it, because in my opinion this is absolute garbage the way that this thing's set up, and these things aren't cheap. So see what I mean? It has like a dead spot in the thing, and it's just full throttle you go. Got away from me there. This place is done. Give you guys a little bit of a time perspective with cutting this place and trimming. When it's just by, obviously by myself, generally Jaron helps me out with these. Actually, to be completely honest, most of the biggest reason why I have Jaron helping me is for doing this. I don't really, it's so nice when you're cutting and you're gonna have somebody behind you trimming and doing all the blowing and just hammer these accounts out and get off to the next. But when it's me and him, we can be in and out of this property in 10 to 15 minutes. And if you ask me what I'm getting paid to be here 10 or 15 minutes every week, so 4 times a month, and get what I'm getting paid monthly, this is my all-time favorite account. This is I wouldn't say this is the breadwinner of grass cutting, but what I'm getting paid hourly definitely is paying me the most. So it's a pretty nice little honey, or a little honey pot that I got here, as I call it. The one thing about this account that you guys are gonna notice, obviously when I'm cutting grass, is that let me get my hat off and flip you guys around here. Technical difficulties, give me one moment. But anyways, the one thing that you guys will notice while I'm cutting the grass here is it's mostly weeds. This is the most basic account that I have besides cutting the grass at the ponds. This one's literally just come here, cut grass and trim and blow. And then this one I also do snow plowing at. This is by far the smallest parking lot that I have. Takes me about 15-20 minutes to plow this parking lot, if that. Definitely one of my favorite accounts here. We're gonna head off to the next one. That one's part of an HOA, and there's not a whole lot that goes on with that place either. I mean, I gotta do mulch in the springtime with that, but grass cutting's grass cutting. Let's head off. Let's head off to the next place here. I may have enough time to get that one cut, and that way tomorrow morning Jaron and I are gonna go to the bigger accounts, the bigger dollar accounts, the ones that they don't feel they're not the most fond of me recording. I just wanted to get these out of the way tonight, make you guys a small little grass cutting video of some of the stuff that I do. Because I've been reading I do read the comments. I may not be able to reply to all of your comments or like all of your comments. I am definitely blown away on the amount of people that comment on my videos and watch them, and I really appreciate that. I'm at 29,000 subscribers and change. When I started doing the YouTube back in May, so 3 months ago now, I did not expect the support that I have right now, and I deeply appreciate that. One guy I gotta take my hat off to is obviously Ryan from Victory. None of you guys would have known who I was without him, and we wouldn't be doing this. To be honest, I didn't ever think I would start a YouTube channel, but it is definitely something fun to do. It is really cool, in my opinion, when I am out in public and one of you guys, you know, the viewers, come up to me and say hi or say you guys watch the channel. That's a pretty awesome feeling. It really is. So all right, let's get off to this next one before it gets too dark. All right, I'm at a little corner of my one of the I'm at a little corner of the HOA that I do over there. There's a bigger area to do, but it's 8 o'clock now. Sun's gonna be going down soon. I didn't want to be caught in the dark trying to do that. There's a lot of trimming like that I gotta do over there. So I'm gonna do this little corner here, and it looks like it's about ready to storm, which I don't know about the rest of the world, but here in Wisconsin this year, it's been like really dry. We had a storm a week ago, 2 weeks ago. It was actually a significant one, and that little bit of, or I mean that rain that we got, it helped. It greened everything up. I mean, as green as it's gonna get without raining good. You know, at least a storm every week or every other week, but it definitely turned the grass green. It used to be brown. But that little bit of, or that rain that we got, it actually made the grass grow a little bit this time. So that's just, I mean, that's just a couple of the places I got. Let's see here, got 5 accounts, but like this HOA that I just did, there's multiple different areas here, and then there's 4 ponds. One of the ponds is huge. The one pond that I call that the medium pond, that's the old that's the famous pond that you guys all know about, where the lawnmowers have went into. I've never actually like buried, or let's say, what's the words I'm going to use here? I've never flooded a lawnmower in there. I have gotten them stuck in there, which sucks when that happens, because then you gotta go get stuff to pull them out and yada yada yada. So all right, let's head back, get this let's get back home and go eat some dinner. We'll see you guys there. Just got back home here. I know the camera doesn't really do it any justice, but it's a little after 8 right now, almost 8:30. Sun's just, I mean, the sun's setting for sure. I don't know, but just backing into the driveway, you know, with all the lights on the truck and trailer and everything, kind of makes me think about, you know, a couple years ago, or when I graduated high school. Obviously I had a full-time job with an employer, and I've always been doing side jobs. Even when I was young, before I even had a full-time job, I would do side jobs. But you know, just pulling into the driveway like this with having the lights on, getting dark, it just reminds me of where I've came from. You know, working for somebody and then getting home, grabbing the whole setup and going out and working some more, you know, doing side jobs and whatever else. I guess what I'm getting at is sometimes for me personally, with owning a business, it doesn't feel like you're making any progression. You know, it just feels like you're growing too slowly. I'm proud to say that everything that I have, I own. I don't have anything that's financed. So, you know, that's just, that's part of, you know, it could be my problem too, that I'm not growing as fast as I would like. But I also want to be safe and have all my stuff paid for and whatever else. I guess anyways, what I'm getting at is, I look back to 5 years ago. None of you guys knew who I was. I was still working for somebody and still doing side jobs. I remember it'd be night after night after night. I would come home tired. My wife, fiance, girlfriend at the time, she would have my my plate of food in the microwave, and I'd get home and I have to warm it up just about every night. So when you think about long-term goals and you look back far, you know, you do feel like you're making progression. 5 years ago, I didn't have half the stuff that I have today. But it's just kind of a cool feeling to look back on something like that and, you know, see all those long nights that you put in and hard days worth of work, you know, because you didn't have the equipment, so you had to really work. It's just nice to see the progression at the progression, you know, long term. Anyways, I'm sure this video has a lot of me rambling in it, but that's, you know, I just want to get some, you know, talk about it and whatever else. So I guess what I'm getting at is any of you guys that are going into business or working for an employer, your time will come. That's for sure. For me, what it was when I had the opportunity to buy all the equipment from Ryan and start and take over the accounts that he had for grass cutting. That was the straw that broke the camel's back as far as workload for me, because I was still working for someone, and I bought all that stuff from Ryan and still had other things going on, and I just knew when I made that jump to buy all the equipment from Ryan that would be my time to head out on my own. But anyways, enough is enough. We'll catch you guys on the next one.